missions for you. Open your eye droid.
Alright guys, welcome back to the official part 2 of Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. You're going to notice that part 1 is kind of disjointed. I kind of did it like part 1, 1.5, 1.7. The reason I did that is because I kind of considered all of that stuff to kind of be like the actual beginning of the game. Like, I know the prologue technically ends sooner, but there's a lot of stuff that kind of you got to do before you can even have the ACC, the Aerial Command Center. All right. That being said, we're gonna actually dive into some stuff. Let me see. We got some tapes here. We're gonna listen to this stuff as we go through, like our missions here. The reason I say we're gonna listen to it as like we go through some missions is just because that way it kind of gives us something to do, you know. Mother base missions. Here we go. Mission list.
I've taken the job offers Diamond Dogs has received and made a list of those I want you to consider. Which ones you accept is your call. The objectives of the missions I've added are prisoner rescue, facility sabotage, and high-value target elimination. Probably all a walk in the park for you, but they should help you get back on your feet. I put the mission details on a cassette tape. Refer to it if you decide to accept the mission. We'll receive GMP for completing missions, and extracting soldiers and prisoners will boost our ranks. Building up Mother Base is the first step to achieving our goal. If that means wet work, so be it. We're gonna have to get our hands dirty. I hope you're rested up, because we're not stopping. Not until the pain is gone. The future of Diamond Dogs is in your hands. We're counting on you, boss.
Heading to Afghanistan. Yes. Alright, so we're gonna have some different weapons. Alright, equipment. Primary. It's weird that they have the AK in 5.56, when in reality the AK is chambered in 7.6.2 or 7.62 millimeter, not 5.56. Alright, we're gonna keep that. What's my secondary? Bionic arm, stun. Yeah, because we don't. Yeah, we don't want to use. We don't want to use a 45 and. Yeah, we really don't need that. Long barrel conversion, undermount, flashlight, stopping power. Okay, cool. Supports. What do we got? Nothing. Items. Night vision, desert box. So yeah, that's all we really have. Tools, Fulton, iDroid, and then in scope. Okay. Wait, hold on. Can I not change? It's under character. There we go. Yeah. Let me see what do we got. We got Tiger Stripe, rocky surfaces, sneaking suit, all-weather survival and infiltration suit designed to be heat, water, shock, while also maintaining body temperature. Noise dampening soles. Sneaking suit. In addition, this suit features superb damage resistance. Ooh. Okay, so we have this sneaking suit, which looks like. Okay, so this is the one that he wore in Ground Zeroes, it looks like, whereas This, I believe, yeah, see, this is the sneaking suit specifically for this game. Because, see, it's got the Diamond Dogs logo on it and everything. And then this is the Snake Eater sneaking suit, which I don't remember if I got this during my copy of Operation Snake Eater. Honestly, I kind of want to wear... What's another driver with a scarf look like? Honestly, I kind of just want to wear the tiger stripe, actually. Just for one mission, yeah. We're gonna drop at 1800. It's 6 in the afternoon. And of course, we're gonna get a bunch of hints as we play, as you know, we look at the loading screens. Shots on target, effective range. Huh. Yeah. I think we get the translator in this mission. I don't necessarily remember though. We might get the translator in this mission.
Your target is a Spetsnaz detachment commander. Your orders are to take him out. With skills like his, it'd be a shame to waste him. But I'll leave the method up to you. Boss, make your way to Deshago Calais and eliminate the target.
The Spetsnaz commander.
Compounds from plants to make medicine or poison for use in new weapons and equipment. Take a look at the plants list on your iDroid to see which ones we need. Then go find them if you get the chance. It'll keep the staff happy too.
I definitely thought he spawned, like, right here. Do.
Whoa.
Alright.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've arrived at the objective. Your target should be somewhere in that outpost. And don't forget, he has a Spetsnaz recon detail with him. Keep your guard up. That's tarragon, a type of medicinal plant. It contains trace amounts of a benzodiazepine derivative that's the active ingredient in pentazemin. Is that him? Take a good look at their faces so we can ID the targets. the sturdiest building in the area. It'd be perfect for the target to hole up in.
Alright. Let's see, is there any other guys? Are we really out here wandering? The smoke grenade would actually be pretty smart. Would have been smart to bring with me. Alright, so I have 21. Well, actually, no, hold on. Yeah, I have 21. I have 21, I have 21 darts, which means realistically I can take this whole place and still have, ammunition left over. As long as I play my cards slow and steady.
Intelligence work is all about observation and gathering information. Start by using your binoculars to get a grasp of your surroundings. He's coming too. Roger that.
Alright, let's see if I can make this shot. Nobody's moving. Not gonna be able to make any of these shots. Oh, I wanna go down. Oh, that works too. You know, I probably should have developed like a claymore, some C4, literally anything to be able to kind of disrupt some of the communications and stuff around here. Ooh, weapon encampments.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Your man is watching. Not Kids in America playing in the background.
You gotta extract him.
Take everyone we can get.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. That's the target. Looks like we found him. Either destroy that or turn it off to shut off all the lights and surveillance cameras in the outpost. But of course, the enemy will realize something's up. If you're gonna do it, be quick.
I don't want to go, baby. Please, California. There's a new one coming, I warn ya. We're the kids in America. We're the kids in America. Everybody listen to the music.
Boss, I gotta say it would be a waste to kill him. But putting him to sleep doesn't count as eliminating him. Neither does knocking him out. Those materials have already been processed. There may not be much, but we can use them straight away if you bring them back to base.
We're gonna do a little hidey here by the generator.
He's coming too. Roger that. Target secured. I'll tell the client we sent the target to a place outside of heaven. Boss, your objective's complete. Exfiltrate out of the hot zone by chopper or on land. Don't hang around.
Don't hang around.
You
Buddy,
gotta extract him.
Buddy, I have too much fun stuff to steal.
Это Дмитрий-9. У нас могут быть нарушители. Полная боевая готовность. Прием. Это КП. Понял. Смотрите в оба. Конец связи. Всем вызовам. Это КП. Вышел из строя целый ряд ламп. Похоже на проблемы с электроэнергией. Ближайший патруль. Проверите питание. КП, это Дмитрий-3. Немедленно проверю. Конец связи.
Is he gonna run all the way?
So your suppressor is worn out. That gun will be as loud as any other now. If you have to shoot, be careful. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Это Дмитрий-9. Какого-то бедолага. Дмитрий-9, что случилось? Ответьте, Дмитрий-9.
Солдат упал! Контакт!
У нас проблема. Тревога по всем постам. Это КП. На нас напали. Всем подразделениям занять боевые позиции.
You gotta extract him.
We're gonna dip.
Это КП. Понял. Внимание всем подразделениям. Отправить через дерево на помощь. Повторяю. Отправить помощь. Конец связи. КП, это СВ-10. Потерял противника из вида. Ищу последние точки соприкосновения. Прием.
Helicopter pickup.
Внимательны. Реагируйте на каждое движение. Конец связи.
Roger.
I don't even know who was shooting at me and from where, to be honest. Which is kind of upsetting.
КП, это Дмитрий-9. Враг ушел. Начинаю поиск. Прием. Это КП. Понял. Они не могли уйти далеко. Будьте бдительны. Конец связи. Штаб. Штаб. Это КП. Он развился огонь. Открыли огонь в ответ.
You destroyed their anti-air radar? It wasn't one of the targets, but that's put a hole in their air surveillance. The chopper will be able to get in close now. You can designate a landing zone near the outpost.
This is Pequot. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Come on, Pequot, let's get out of here. If I remember correctly, the Pequot is the name of
Gaining altitude.
this is the name of one of the people on the ship in Moby Dick.
Departing.
Looks like we're leaving just as the sandstorm's picking up. Good cover. Ooh, battle dress, Western tank, parade tank.
Mission complete, boss.
Ooh. Balance of payments. Ooh. Oh. No, I still made money. Okay.
How you feeling, boss? Getting used to being in the field again? Having choppers and a horse at your disposal is indispensable for operating in the wilds of Afghanistan. I've gone ahead and arranged for you to be able to develop and customize weaponry for support choppers. And you can also develop new equipment for D-Horse if you like. Use your iDroid to start development as needed.
Nice. Support helicopter. Okay. Special volunteer.
Remember the guys you brought
Ooh.
back from the base in Cuba 9 years ago? Believe it or not, some of them survived that hell we went through. Word reached them that Big Boss is back and they wanted in. They're good men. Our brothers in fate. They'll be glad to know you've seen them here.
Hideo Kojima. Amber Fox. Gold Fox. Yeah, the rest of these are just regular guys. Sweet, I have Hideo Kojima. Another. What's funny is there's a mission in Ground Zeroes where you save Hideo Kojima.
By connecting your iDroid to the onboard computer, you turn the chopper into your own Aerial Command Center, or ACC. Some elements of staff assignment and R&D of weapons and items can only be performed from there. As long as you need to consider all your options.
Hey, bonus. Alright, Mother Base, rewards. We're gonna look at all our rewards. Development, weapons. I don't really need either of these upgraded any more than they already are, because I don't plan on doing a lot of killing. Flashbang. Alright, so I'm gonna need C4. Smoke. Okay, staff management. Nice. I don't want to say, well, just and say that. Hideo, yeah. Alright, cool. Customize. We're not going to worry about any of this for right now. Missions, side ops. We need an interpreter. Okay. Commence mission. We're gonna go get the Russian interpreter real quick. That'll probably be the last thing that we do in this video for the night.
The side ops list is comprised of problems we need you to resolve. Objectives to be completed, and information gained from the soldiers and prisoners you've extracted. These aren't missions per se, but if you can take care of them when you're free, I'd appreciate it.
They're not missions, but they're missions.
You were hospitalized in Dikelia, a British sovereign base area on Cyprus. It's part of British overseas territory that falls outside of Cypriot jurisdiction. You got moved from Cuba's Little America right into Cyprus's Little Britain. Why Dikelia? The UK and the US remain close allies. The last place Cypher would think to look for you is inside their own system. That's what kept you safe in British military hospital for 9 years. The safest place from a whale is inside its own belly. You were a regular Geppetto.
Well, it wasn't Pinocchio who led me out to safety.
That wild dog pup. He's a tough little guy. Boss, this is no time to be playing with animals. What are you gonna do, boss?
Badly they want you dead.
He said I was in a British military hospital. But the doctor had a Greek accent.
They hire locally. Easier to trust.
Roger that. We'll pick him up.
So own the Greek Cypriots, after all.
What about the Turks? They haven't returned to the south.
Not yet. The Cyprus dispute is still a long way from resolved. The country is just as split as it was in '74. Turkish Cypriots in the north, Greek Cypriots in the south. Between them, the Green Line, the UN established.
And Dikelia.
We found out there's an English-speaking soldier somewhere in the region. He's a language specialist. His role is to translate information related to the West into Russian. If we can get him to join us, we'll have the upper hand in information warfare. Find this language specialist and extract him. That's the target.
Independent state. Though it's only Turkey that recognizes it. In the past, the Greeks and Turks lived side by side in the same villages. There are reasons to fight. Those came from the outside. Greece, Turkey, Britain, America. They all had their own stake in pitting the two sides against each other. But once you spark something like this, it's impossible to control. Both sides build up grudges like debt, without the foresight to see that each act of revenge just fans the flames. And then it's too late for other nations to rush in with peace talks. The embers keep on smoldering. Each nation's arrogance only breeds anarchy. The world is paralyzed by this hunger for revenge. Cyprus is no different. You're up.
We're changing ships?
We can't go sailing the Suez in a whaler.
The Suez Canal. When did they reopen it?
Not long after you were attacked. Once they finished sweeping it for mines after the Arab-Israeli conflict. Can you stand? We're gonna transfer to a container ship for passage through the Suez. Our destination is Pakistan.
That Soviet soldier in the Green Beret is speaking English. Must be a language specialist. With him on our side, we'd be capable of Russian interpretation support. Try and extract him.
Continue on horseback. Afghanistan's main roads are under Soviet control. We'll need to go around them. It'll be all narrow, winding paths through the mountains. We'll do better on horseback. It's a local guerrilla tactic. They use the higher ridges to avoid air recons. Then they charge down the mountains for ambushes. The Soviets still haven't devised a counter-strategy. Our time frame is only half as much as we really need. It'll be a tough march.
Better horses than boats.
Well, it'll make for a good physiotherapy. Take the time to get used to that new arm.
While the Soviets have indicated they are not participating in the Los Angeles Olympics,
Boss, that language specialist you extracted has been very cooperative. Says he's always dreamed of living a free life, like folks in the West. What are the odds, huh? I've gone ahead and placed him in the support unit. His job is Russian interpretation. Now you'll know what Soviet soldiers are saying. You can even interrogate them. Should give you an edge in the mission.
That's quite some news.
The Soviet Union not attending the LA Olympics? Yeah. Andropov's dad has changed some things. They're calling it revenge for the Western boycott of the Moscow Olympics.
Countries boycotted the Moscow Olympics.
Yes. In protest of the Soviet Union's invasion of Afghanistan. Over 50 countries were absent. It's too bad I didn't get to see Yamashita's judo. When the 40th Army crossed the Amu River 4 years ago, détente went right out the window. The U.S. Congress chose not to ratify SALT II, and Reagan's hardline politics won in the presidency in a landslide. According to him, the Soviet Union's in
Black carrot. It's something of an ancestor to the domestic carrot. It's also a favorite of wild animals.
conflicts and civil wars. Lebanon, the Falklands, Grenada, Iran, Iraq. The story never changes.
Roger.
Egypt and Israel did sign a peace treaty. But then the driving force on the Egyptian side, President Sadat, was assassinated afterward. Apparently, his actions were considered a betrayal of his fellow Arabs. Islamic extremists.
Yes, fundamentalist extremists have been responsible for some bold acts of terrorism in recent years.
We've had extremist students in Iran take U.S. embassy workers hostage, and suicide bombings in Lebanon. Over 300 foreign soldiers stationed there have been killed.
Say, boss, you see many animals in the field. Truth is, an environmental NGO has asked us to remove wild animals from combat zones. If you have the time, can you extract some back here? There's a reward in it for us.
Working for the highest bidder. That's right, they got the idea from you. After Mother Base went down, they began spreading to meet the soaring demand. Miller's organization is just one of many PFs now. The entire world is after you. But at the same time, it needs you too. Miller told me about what happened in the Caribbean 9 years ago. You do remember Miller. You formed a private army with him. An army with no allegiance to a nation.
I remember, but
Out of ammo? Let the support unit help out if you need to restock. Transmit a request from your iDroid and I'll send supplies right away.
All I can do is tell you the facts as they were told to me. I've gone easy on you up until now.
You gonna extract him?
1974, the year before you entered your coma. You were in Colombia, operating with a small unit of men, basically mercenaries. Miller was among them. Miller was trying to...
Gaining altitude.
Well, alright, that's gonna do it for this.
Prolonged time in the field is bad for the body and mind. I think it's time you took a break. Do it for me. Come back to Mother Base ASAP.
Yep, hold on. Seychelles.
Dee, come back! This is the dog you brought back. Bit of a troublemaker. Not sure about the breed, though. He'll get bigger? Uh-huh. Like this. You know, I can look after him. He's still a pup, so he doesn't listen. I have a feeling someday he'll be useful. I suspect you discovered a real diamond in the rough. With a little polish, I'd say we got a true diamond dog on our hands.
Excuse me.
Dee, right?
Dee Dee.
Hostile at raising hounds. Fine. Come on, Dee.
Not the little, like, scrape of his, like, claws, the little pads of his feet. Oh. The little cigar woohoo sound. What Ocelot was saying about prolonged.
Boss, welcome home.
Yeah, I don't care. Physically and mentally refreshed. Woo.
Roger.
We'll get Pequot to pick me back up, and then once we're back in the ACC, we will end it for the day. Yeah, of course your own station, Pequot. You didn't necessarily need to leave. The wild ocean. There's a little tally of the base. Click, 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 click. Click, 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 click. Yeah. Alright, guys. That is...
As requested, we've added an analyzer
Yeah.
function to your binoculars. Now you can view soldiers or POWs.
We are gonna get, we're gonna call this for the video for now. This is gonna be part 2. We're gonna keep doing more parts. Alright, you guys have a good one. Like, subscribe, comment, do all the cool stuff down there in the comments. Thank you and have a wonderful night.